Again, with some breaking news from the State House right now. The Indiana House has passed the bill banning abortion with few exceptions.
It could get final passage in the legislature tonight. Fox 59 State House reporter Kristen Eskow live at the State House right now with the latest information. Hi, Kristen.
Well, Max and Nick, it's been an eventful day at the State House so far, as we're anticipating there could be an end to the special legislative session tonight. That's very possible since House lawmakers passed the abortion bill 6238. That now gets kicked back to the Senate since the House made some changes to the bill. You may recall the Senate voted on this last week, so they'll vote on it again tonight. If they do agree to the amended version of the bill, it could get sent to the governor's desk as soon as this evening. So the bill bans abortion at all times during pregnancy, except in cases of rape, incest, and lethal fatal anomaly, as well as risk to the mother's health. That last exception was amended yesterday to include situations when reasonable medical judgment dictates that performing the abortion is necessary to prevent any serious health risk to the pregnant woman or to save the pregnant woman's life. Now, House lawmakers debated the bill for 4 hours earlier. Now, we heard impassioned speeches from members of both parties. Some legislators even became emotional as they spoke to their colleagues. After the vote to pass the bill, we spoke with legislative leaders. House Speaker Todd Huston praised the bill that passed, while Democrats say they hope this decision mobilizes voters this November, just as some have protested here this week.
I understand there's a wide range of opinion. You heard it today. You heard it from members that thought we went too far to members that we thought we didn't go far enough. And credit to Wendy and what she did and her leadership to get us, I think, to a really good place.
I haven't seen this much engagement in the hallway maybe in 10 years since Right to Work, something like that. So it's been it's just been great to see folks engage, and that's what you have to do. I mean, people have to vote. They have to get to the polls this November and vote, make their voices heard.
So we're waiting on a Senate vote this evening. Now, if the bill does indeed pass tonight, that is full passage from the legislature and the bill heads to the governor's desk. But you may recall last weekend the Senate narrowly passed this bill. They had just enough votes needed to pass the legislation and advance it to the House. So right now it's not entirely clear what could happen this evening. If the vote does fail in the state Senate, that means that lawmakers will have to negotiate a final version of the bill that would be passed or need to be passed again in both the House and Senate to be sent to the governor's desk. So that could prolong the special session further and lead to more negotiations from lawmakers in each chamber. But tonight, if the Senate does pass this amended version of the bill, it heads to the governor's desk. For now, we're live at the State House this evening. Kristen Eskow, Fox 59 News.